Hello, everybody. I'm Noah Farrow. When a song is called Creeping Death, you know it's Metallica. Well, at least I know it's Metallica, and you know it's going to be pretty badass. I'm pretty excited about this. Now, you know how I'm going to do this reaction. It's going to be viewed through the lens of an actor, hip-hop, and R&B fan who grew up in a household of performers of R&B, hip-hop, rock, jazz, blues, gospel, and be looking through that view lens and see comparisons and contrasts. I'm going to be trying to listen hard to what they are trying to say, dive into these lyrics a little bit, dive into the rhythm, break down this song musically and theatrically, and kind of envelop the energy that is Metallica. Stick around. I think this is going to get crazy. By the way, my favorite Metallica song, One. Also, Metallica people, have you ever heard Virginia Tech walk in? If you're not college football stars, if you're not college football fans, you may not have ever seen the greatest intro for a football team. So what I'm going to do is I'll put it at the end. Enter Sandman. I'll put it at the end, and I'll let you guys take a look at what Virginia Tech does with this song. Chills every time. Anyway, let's get to this. Thank you for joining me on our way to 100K. Didn't waste any time. They do that little thing with the guitar in one.
Each man faces death by himself.
Like that. Per usual, it's that crazy guitar that gets me jazzed, makes me want to go, woo! Like every time. All the songs that I listen to, I'm like, oh, this guitar is just nasty. Like I was just saying before, it's something about the grittiness of the guitar. The guitar leads the entire, especially this song, the entire song. The vocals are almost secondary, but still playing or neck and neck with the guitar, the second or lead guitar. So, do they use bass? This group is very different. It's funny when I go from like a Led Zeppelin to a Metallica to a Rush. Like the vast differences of the music, pretty amazing. still stemming from one little place, but it's pretty amazing. And I have to tune my ears back. Oh, wait, we're listening to Metallica. This is going to be cocaine. Come on, guitar. What a totally different damn song. Oh, they just brought me into a... I was like, where are they going to go with this? Completely separate song. One thing I liked about one is that it's like a story. It's like a movie. You can break it down into scenes, which I did actually, but then I lost the video. But break it down into scenes to build an actual movie. First act, second act, third act, inciting incident. This one is just what it does is it makes two movies or it's two songs, and then puts them together. And I bet you at the end, we're going to go back to the original song. They're the same song, but the original pace, the original vibe versus this one now is kind of a breakdown. We're going to a different land. And when I say land, it's because I'm always looking at it through a perspective of some sort of cinematic lens. It's annoying. Sorry. And then we're back.
I rule the midnight air, the destroyer. I shall soon be there. Deadly mass. I bring the steps and floor. Final darkness. Not ever painted door. I shall pass. So let me return. So let me die. I'm sent to by the chosen one. So let me return. So let me die. To kill the firstborn Pharaoh's son. I'm creeping death.
So let it be written, so let it be done. Hey, pop quiz. Where's that from?
So let me return. So let me die.
Not from the song. So let it be written, so let it be done. Huh? Ten Commandments? Huh? Yul Brynner? Huh? You play, You ever seen? So let it be written, so let it be done.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
artist. Oh, that was amazing. Metallica never lets me down. Also, I always know what I'm getting into generally when it comes to Metallica. Here's a question for you, Metallica fans. This seems to be a band-driven band, meaning the entire band as a whole is the face of Metallica. Even though there's a very prominent lead frontman, it doesn't seem to be like that he's pushed out to the front as much as you hear the instruments, guitars, and then he's almost, like I mentioned earlier, he's almost neck and neck with the lead guitar. His voice doesn't necessarily always stand out. Sometimes the songs don't even use him as a voice. Let me know, because other groups like Led Zeppelin, it's a little different. They're going to be guitar and lead driven, but then all the instruments also get their time in the sun. So then they'll have a breakdown. Now it's just good drummer time. Now it's guitar time. So everybody's different. Just let me know. That was awesome. The one thing about Metallica is if you jump from, say, R&B space, hip hop space into Metallica, you kind of tune your ears a little bit into knowing that you're going to get into something that doesn't go with the mold that you're used to. Like if you can slide into some Led Zeppelin and you can hear elements that use in hip hop, because they are very much blues and jazz derived. Whereas if you jump in from R&B and hip hop into Metallica, you're like, what is going on here? You kind of have to be. I was introduced as a young kid by a guy to Metallica, and I kind of got it. And so my ears, when I hear it, I'm like, oh, okay, I get what's going on, versus like, it just sounds like a bunch of instruments just going wild. That's how football looks to people too. That's funny. People will say, it just looks like a bunch of people smashing together, until you're told how this works. And like, oh, this is crazy. Speaking of football, let me link you up with a little bit of this Virginia Tech. Now, I went to rival school. So I'm only showing this because this is a badass entry. And let me roll the tape.